aka Game Fiend Fit of all games here, back giving you another Dramascripted. And if you're new here, this is Dramascripted, where I go over the most notable things that happened in the past week of wrestling. But how I start off every Dramascripted, I start off with the ratings, and we got Raw with 1.6 million, we got NXT with 614,000, and we got AEW with 871,000. So the major news, it finally happened. This was, at this point, I'm actually shocked it actually happened. But CM Punk has been terminated from AEW. All Elite Wrestling put out a statement just hours before Collision started. They put statement from All Elite Wrestling and tonykhan. All Elite Wrestling has terminated the wrestler and employment agreements between Phillip Brooks, CM Punk, and AEW with cause effective immediately. The termination was confirmed today by Tony Khan, CEO, General Manager, and Head of Creative of AEW. The termination follows a week-long internal investigation of an incident during a backstage at AEW All in London Sunday, August 27th, following an investigation. The AEW Discipline Committee met and later convened with outside legal counsel before making a unanimous recommendation to Khan that CM Punk must be terminated with cause. Khan offered the following statement: Phil played an important role within AEW, and I thank him for his contributes. The termination of his AEW contracts with cause is ultimately my decision and mine alone. Of course, I wish I didn't have to share this news, which why it may come as a disappointment to many of our fans. Nevertheless, I'm making the decision in the best interest of many amazing people who make AEW possible every week. Our talent, staff, venue operations, and many others whose efforts are unsung but essential to bringing our fans to great shows, televisions, and arena stadiums throughout the world. So if you guys have been living on the rock, if you didn't know what happened at the wrestling event that sold the most tickets in wrestling history, basically Jack Perry, before doing a spot with Hook and the 0 Hour show, said something about the limo having real glass because there was a spot that he wanted to do with Punk a while back to use real glass. Punk didn't want to use real glass. So Jack Perry, during the show, knocked on the limousine and was like, hey, look like it's real glass, cry me a river. After the match, what seems to have happened is Punk confronted Perry, and the report saying is that Punk mushed him in the face, and then they went to a back and forth, and then Punk put Jack Perry in a chokehold and had to be taken off of Perry. That's what's been saying the most consistent news that's been coming out. Another report came out saying right after that is that Punk got into a heated argument with Tony Khan and didn't say very, very kind words to Tony Khan. So at this point, he already attacked someone right after their match, then put him in a chokehold, and then yelled at the owner of the company. Yeah, I don't know where other work job they do that and get away with it, but yeah, that's what Punk did. And then came out today that they're releasing him after the actions that happened at All Out. But it was just from a fan looking at the product, there was just always too much controversial things that always surrounded Punk. There was a couple of weeks ago, wrestlers getting sent home from going to Collision, were on the way to Collision and being sent home. And then stuff with like, oh, if you got to stay out of Punk's way, you got to be on Punk's good side, or if you get on his bad side, you get sent home, or you can't be on Collision. It's like it was getting to the point of who's really running this show. Is it Phillip Brooks or is it Tony Khan? It was starting to be like Phillip Brooks is really, really running Collision from top to bottom. And obviously that would make the locker room feel uncomfortable. Tony Khan made a taped promo just giving his reasons on why he had to let Punk go. I will leave that in the comment section below, the full video. There was one part during this, he said that he never in his life that he ever feel unsafe, and he put the safety of wrestlers and security in jeopardy. So I guess that Punk really choking out Jack Perry really must have been true, because I don't know, why would you say your safety is in danger if no one was really like got choked out? And then he made another live statement during the live show. I'll leave a link to that in the description of what he said when Collision went live. But it's the Punk era is over in AEW. Hopefully it's over for good. I mean, last year had this exact situation of a physical altercation with executive BPs Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, and then the rumors that TK brought out his contract, and now it's this. It was always an inconsistent story, always with Punk this, Punk that. That's why he had to give Punk his own show, because the two locker rooms can't be in the same thing. It was like either you was on Team Elite or Team Punk. I mean, he just wasn't good for business, and he's finally gone. I don't see Punk wrestling anywhere major after this partner. That's just my thoughts on it. You can leave your thoughts on it in the comment section below. I want to segue into last night's premium live event, Payback, which was very good. Very, 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 very good. Every match felt, this is gonna sound awkward. I would say like you would have to go back and watch it. Every match felt like a high profile WrestleMania match. Yeah. Like it really, really, Payback was really good. Becky versus Trish was fantastic. Becky got the win. LA Knight versus The Miz with John Cena as a special guest referee, and John Cena calling the match straight down the middle, not picking any favorites. I like that. LA Knight got the win. Rey Mysterio versus Austin Theory. Rey Mysterio got the win. Judgment Day beating Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Obviously with a shit ton of outside interference from JD, Dom, and Rhea. But Judgment Day finally got the job done. Only issue I didn't like about that is like Cody was always there to back Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and he just wasn't there, which was weird. But then in the next segment later, he's on the Jason Waller effect announcing that Jay is coming to Monday Night Raw. But it's like, it sounded like it was a trade. I'll probably have to rewatch it, because he was like, I'm putting all my chips in, and it's like, do you watch SmackDown? It's like he's bringing Jay to Raw, but is Cody going to SmackDown? I don't know. That's what that kind of came off to me. I could be wrong, but it sounded like Cody's going to SmackDown. I guess we'll find out on Monday, because Jay is going to be on Monday Night Raw. Then we have Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez. Obviously, Rhea retained. And then Seth freaking Rollins defeats Shinsuke Nakamura to retain his new World Heavyweight Championship. And then after the match, Shinsuke Nakamura viciously attacks Seth Rollins. So I guess we're still carrying on to that feud until the next premium live event. But all in all, I enjoyed Payback. I think we all could say we enjoyed Tony Khan's decision on finally releasing CM Punk. And let's see how All Out turns out to be, because Collision was very, very good. They really did a good job putting over a pay-per-view with only 2 shows in a week. So All Out should be fantastic. But that's going to wrap this up for this week's Dramascripted. Remember, there'll be a Dramascripted every week. And if you like what you have witnessed, please leave a comment below. And I'm out of here. Later and peace. Be safe, everyone.